In this video, I'm going to give you 3 easy ways to improve your conversion rate, and it doesn't matter whether you have an online shop or you're a service-based business. My name's Tyler Voland, and I've been a digital agency owner for the past 7 years, and these are the things that we always check first when we're doing a refresh or redesign of a customer's website. So the first thing is your call to action. Now, a call to action is literally just a button that allows the customer or client to take the next step on your website. And normally that's something like get a free quote or call us. Considering how their website's set up, for these guys, it looks like their main one is free quote. But one of the first things that we ask our customers is, how do their clients, their perfect clients, get in touch with them? So if it's normally through a phone call, then I'd have the phone number call now as the call to action. Or if it's via email or form fill outs, then get a free quote is a really good option. So in this case, what I'd do is I'd remove the phone number from here, as it's just a distraction from the main method of contact that you want. And what I would also recommend is having a standout call to action up in your menu bar as well. So that can literally just be a copy of your call to action from your header section like this, so that they can always just scroll back up to the top and they don't need to find it within your website. So the other thing that you need to consider with calls to action is how often you're showing it. So here we've got one call to action. Then they've got another kind of a call to action in a link version of an about us. This would be much better off going to another get in touch. And then they've got nothing until you get right down towards the bottom for a get a free quote again. So again, what I'd do is at least one time in each section of your website, have a call to action. You don't need to overdo it, but you definitely want to have it a couple of times especially on your homepage. The next thing is images. The worst thing you can do is have a blurry, irrelevant stock image. Now, I'm looking at this website here and I can see that this is definitely a stock image. It is kind of relevant because he's obviously a tradie with the belt. That's great. The clock relates to their promise, which is the 24/7 plumber in less than 30 minutes to arrive. That's great. The concept's great. However, it is quite blurry, so it's losing out on 2 of the 3 rules. What I would recommend is they improve this, even at the cost of a little bit of load speed. If you are going to use stock images, just make sure they're really high quality, and you might even pay a couple of dollars for them. Final thing that you need to consider is social proof. Now, I don't know about you, but when I look to buy something, that's about the first thing that I look at. That can be done best case with video referrals from past customers. The second best is testimonials. So when you're putting testimonials and social proof on there, you want to include an image if you can. You want to include the 5-star rating, and you want to include a review that has a lot of information in it, which these guys have done very well with this review here. However, the other elements are missing. So it loses credibility the more of those things you don't include. The other thing that I'd do is, if we scroll down to the bottom of this one, is they do have reviews on Google. So in this website, what I would literally do if I had to do it very quickly is I'd take this whole section and move it up to the top, because they do have images, they've got the star rating, and they've got the text, and it's coming from Google, which is a very trusted source. So you might not be able to use all of these things on your website, but I can guarantee that if you go back and look at yours now with this new information, you'll see what I mean. A big one's often the calls to action. People just don't get those right. But if you go back, make these changes, you'll see quite a good improvement in the conversion rate of your website and people's experience using your website.